It has been over 16 months since the violence broke out in the northeastern state of Manipur between the majority Meitei community and the Kuki-Zo tribes. At least 200 lives lost, thousands of homes reduced to rubble, and nearly 60,000 people forced to flee. The divide is so severe that an unofficial border has formed, effectively separating the two communities within the state. Government efforts to resolve the crisis appear minimal, and the future remains uncertain. To gain insight into what lies ahead, I am meeting with Kuki-Zo leader Mr. Lal, who heads a political party called Kuki People's Alliance. He advocates for a solution that seems challenging at the moment, but it has the potential to work in the future. Mr. Lal?
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Same here, it's great to see
And
you.
happy.
No, this is for the first time we are
Yeah,
meeting.
it's great.
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
big, pretty house you have.
Yeah. So we go upstairs?
Yeah, we can go upstairs. How have you been?
Oh, good. It's a long day.
Okay.
So you arrived yesterday, huh?
Yes. I'm amazed to see the house. It's very nice.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's kind of a hobby, no? Keep on building and keep on designing. And my sisters and all, they like the flowers and the plants. So we've been working on it, That's
Who all are there in your family?
in my family, it's just a few of us. My two sisters and my nieces and my youngest brother and his family. There's his wife and two little kids now. So we are not many, but we got 5 floors and all these spaces for us.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Uh, as a doctor, I keep busy, at least consulting, taking care of patients from 7:30 till midday and afternoon and evening. So in the other spare time is basically meeting with people, doing kind of social work, and then at this current, time in our place, I think there's so much to do to talk to people or to encourage people, to motivate and inspire people, no? Because we are in a kind of a situation where we need to keep the hopes and aspiration of the people up.
You're a doctor, and how come you are involved in politics? How did that start?
Actually, from my school days, I've been a really, very outgoing and social person. So, like in school, I started publishing a magazine on my own. In college, I did that. I've been involved with all the student activities.
So you've been a leader since the beginning.
Yeah,
Leader and a journalist, I can say.
there is a saying, I could be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But I won't say I'm a jack of quite a lot of trades and a master of a lot of them also, you know. So I love to do whatever I can, whether it's philanthropic work or political work or as a clinician. There's limitless to what we can do to encourage your neighbor, your friend, your family. So I've been trying to do the best I can.
So how did that transition happen actually in politics?
I have the kind of the knack of finding injustice everywhere I go, Okay, in school, the library doesn't have enough books. We don't have new books. In school, the boys in the hostel don't have a good rooms or the teachers are not doing their job well, or classes are not done, we don't have this instrument, we don't have that instrument. So I see a lot of those things, and I pick on them and then rally around people, Our land here in Manipur, there's so much of, I think, suppression or oppression, or we're being seriously marginalized. If we look at the development of the hills and the valley or things like that, if you want to make change, you have to be in it, no? And then looking at the scenario, the political scenario in Manipur, you see, like the valley has got 40 seats, the hills has got 20. So 10 belongs to the Nagas and 10 belongs to the Kuki-Zos. I feel that in small states in the northeastern region like Manipur, it is nice to be a part of something big, like let us say the INC or the BJP. It's nice to be a part of that one. But however, that doesn't really address the issue locally.
Local parties understand
Yeah,
local politics well.
exactly.
So you formed your party.
Yeah, so we form a party. We call it the Kuki People's Alliance. And then it was quite an experience, a challenging experience, like forming it and getting the registration from the ECI, and ultimately we got just a month before the general election, and then we managed to have two candidates, and those two candidates got elected.
From Churachandpur or from?
One is from Saikul constituency, and one is from Churachandpur, Singat constituency.
What are we cooking today?
Well-
What is the special dish that you offer to guests when they come to your place?
Oh well, we have got good cooks.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
in
don't
the
cook at
house.
all?
No, I used
You
to
don't?
cook in. I used to cook in when I was younger. But usually, when we invite people or when we have friends over, like you or others, we would like to have at least 2, 3, like a chicken, pork, or vegetarian. But usually depends on the friends we have, no? Like if we have people from mainland India like you, we might not cook beef or pork, but maybe chicken or fish.
I'm a vegetarian, by the
Yeah,
way.
vegetarian is. We'll have some vegetarian dish also.
There are very less vegetarian dishes. Should we go and?
Yeah, sure.
This is very interesting house.
Come.
So
Yeah,
many plants.
take it left.
Here or
No, we can go anywhere, but let's go this way.
you lead?
Huh? It's okay, come.
There's so many plants. Who take care of all
Oh,
these
my
plants?
sister. And we got two ladies who come and work
Okay.
daytime. No? Here.
Oh, there's a cat.
Come. That's my sister-in-law, and that's my niece, Jen.
Hello.
Harshita. Yeah. Chị Bảy Bhutan.
Hi. Thank you. Oh, God. Is it because of cooking?
Yeah, they're cooking. Come, sit down.
This is your main kitchen.
Yeah, this is the main kitchen downstairs.
Okay.
Kitchenettes are in every floor. Jen, yeah, không bạn đó. Yeah, Jen.
There's a cat.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
where
cat. We have
It was
cats.
under the table. I don't know.
Come
So you'll be chopping vegetables.
here.
What's the?
I don't know, what can we
very,
do? What can you help?
Easy work that you have taken. Bamboo shoots are something which really intrigues me here.
You'd like?
Because we don't really see it in our region.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very interesting.
Yeah. This
How
part.
do they- I have not eaten the vegetable though.
Yeah, this part you have to peel it, no?
Okay, this part.
Yeah, that part we have to peel it out. Yeah, you can peel it out like
But
that. No?
you keep on peeling this. It's a
keep it-
layer.
You keep on peeling till you got the soft part, no? And that type.
Okay.
Then this part you can keep.
This is
Then peel it, and when it becomes soft, we can I can. We don't
I
need to
hope
have.
I
Yeah.
don't ruin
No,
it.
no, I think like it's okay. This one. No?
And then how do you
Yeah.
prepare it?
Yeah, prepare it. You can just split it now like this, or
This
you
is
can
too
even cut
big
it.
for me, but
You can use it now. See, very nice.
what's your favorite vegetable or favorite dish to eat?
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Or mine, or the people.
Yours and
Oh.
people as well.
No, people love bamboo shoot and all the organic, leaves. They are very exotic leaves which are here in this part of the country, and then a very distinct, cuisine, distinct, very distinct food items. You know.
People have gone through a lot here, right? And it's been 16 months
Yes.
since the violence started.
Yes.
There's a complete separation between Kuki-Zo and Meitei community.
Yes.
And so many people have died. So what are the efforts towards the resolution? How are people or how is government or authorities trying to, you know, see a resolution for this?
The Kuki-Zo people, and then the Meiteis, I think they're suffering, especially for the internally displaced people. It is absolutely, devastating and sad that still now there is no real signs or attempt on part of the central government to try to resolve the situation. And though people talk about peace committee being formed, those are a bit farcical because the present chief minister, who is now, like the recent leak tapes, who has been the mastermind in all this mayhem and also the radical groups. So, and such people are heading the peace committee. You know, you create a war, you create mayhem, and let the state burn, and then you said, okay, let's talk about peace. Way forward, I see, is that if the government, the central government, comes with a very, very heavy hand in actually trying to resolve it. In terms of peace and resolution or reconciliation, I think that is going to take now decades. So,
State has already gone back to
no,
decades back.
yeah, the situation has been created as such. Two community can never ever stay together in one confined kind of a state. No. And the Kuki-Zo people have demanded for a union territory like that of Pondicherry with legislature. And our great country has, in its constitution, the provisions to create new state, or to create union territories, or some sort of separate administration is there. And then the Kuki people have their own kind of self-governance even during the British colonial times. They have actually been very loyal to the country. They fought the Second World War. Then they joined the Indian National Army to fight for the Indian independence. It will give an opportunity for them to preserve their culture, customs, to grow economically.
But yeah, practically, I feel that this is a very, this process might take very long, or it's not sure whether this will happen or not. So for these many years, what about the education of youngsters? Maybe they can continue their education with security. What about medical facilities that people here cannot access now because everything is in Imphal? What about goods that might come, that used to come from Imphal, but now there's no access to it? It is coming from Aizawl, which is a very long route.
Yes.
And airport services then. So these things, even if there is an administration, a separate administration, this will take decades, years to happen. Till then, what do you think is a solution?
There is a saying that necessity is the mother of invention.
Right.
So even the last 16 months, what has been kind of very easy, in terms of access to the Indian airport, that is the Imphal airport, which is like from this town, Lamka, Churachandpur, it is just a 45 minutes drive, 1 hour drive. But now it has taken, an 18 hours drive to Aizawl through very rough, rugged roads, and then in the monsoon with the landslides, you're stuck. However difficult it is, we have to face it. It is very harsh on especially the very weak, or the elderly or the very young, and then so many lives has been lost also.
Do you think a separate administration is ever possible?
Oh yes, of course. Why not? How can see you cannot mix iron and mud. So how can we keep these two distinctly different people together, which was a historical mistake? So somehow we've been for easy administrative administration. They just club us to the hills and the valley together. This current explosion or ethnic cleansing of the Kuki-Zo, especially from the valley, they have come back to their roots. They have come back to the hills. So now there is a total clear geographical, physical, total separation as we were 100 years ago. We'll grow socially, economically, and then culturally, and then correcting some historical mistakes.
I have more questions on that, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll talk about it when you
Yeah.
have a dinner. So what all do we have today?
They have got
Paneer, I can see that's paneer. No?
eggs and
That's egg. Okay.
this thing, there's chicken, there's
This is
this some
chutney.
sort of chutney.
I love
this
the
thing.
chutney here.
It will be hot, huh?
Okay. Hot or spicy?
Hot, spicy. But you can try.
Yeah.
And then this is your dal, then cucumbers, yeah.
And what's
This
for
boil.
you? The chicken? That will be
yeah.
enough for you?
Oh yeah, no, I just want 2 pieces. Problem.
And how, like, I've observed that the schedule is very different here.
Yeah.
Your day starts at 5, 4, and then you have your lunch at 9 and dinner at 5.
People have dinner by 4 or
4,
even
5,
5.
yeah.
Yeah. This is
It's
boiled vegetable. You like
healthy,
that?
quite healthy.
The food
is
here
good.
is healthy because there are no chemicals or pesticides. All organic food here. Now even more, after these problems we have in the state, the conflict, there is a boom in the local farmers, farming, vegetable and organic farming and all is started,
That's more for, sustaining yourself.
Yeah, basically. In fact, those red chilies, big chilies, hot chilies, they are now available in abundance. Do you
I've
think?
seen one culture here that even though this is like a hilly area and a forest area,
Mm.
but people grow, they have so many plants at their place and then they grow vegetables. Every house I've seen, there's a kitchen garden, there's a small place, even the tiniest,
Yeah.
ground will have some plants or some
That's true.
vegetables growing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
This chutney is romba.
Oh no, that's not a romba.
That
This is
tastes like
yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, the ingredients
Yeah.
are almost the same, I think.
maybe that.
Yeah, it'll be slightly hot. I have to be careful, but there's water there.
People are trying hard, like you mentioned. People are, finding new ways to start their lives here.
Yeah,
Again, restart their lives here.
that's
and
true.
Trying to sustain financially. One look forward to
Mm.
maybe reconciliation or maybe something which can, bring back life to normalcy
Mm.
here. So you think, like you mentioned, separate administration. For me, it's difficult to imagine. But do you think is there any way or anything that can bring together both the Kuki-Zo and Meitei community? Still, is there any hope left? Or
How this situation erupted is also very unbelievable. People may never come back together. We cannot say. But at this current scenario, to imagine that the two community coming together as they were before, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen very soon. I won't say it may never happen, but the pain, you know, is too deep. If it is only some radicalized uh, youth or some of the warmongers are just playing this game, these war games, there is hope. But now even children, school children in uniform, women, all men, all women marching the street, baying for the blood of the Kuki-Zo people. And that is also just a few weeks ago. Therefore, the best solution for a long term or a permanent solution is to separate and give the UT to the cookies so they will govern themselves economically also will be sound, then there'll be growth, cultural heritage protection, and also it will add to the beauty of the diversity of the country. So those stories in the newspaper, oh, now the war is over, now things are quiet, there are no bomb blasts, there are no firing anymore, or you'll go back, you go back. I think that's only an illusion. And I don't think that's not going to be possible. And the earlier the government look into the constitution, the books, and giving the Kuki-Zo people their well-deserved, well-earned right to live, to grow, and contribute to the growth of the country. I think the earlier that comes, the better it will be for the country.
but don't you think that it might, serve as a maybe precedent for other communities that they might also say that we also want separate administration, or if they are unhappy with whatever circumstances they have. So this might be a precedent for them.
For Mr. Nagas.
I mean, might be that
No.
they can also say that we are also a community and we want separate administration.
No, we have to look into the ground realities that do this group of people, what does this group of people do? What do they have the land? Do they have, the culture, distinct culture, customs, and area which they occupy? Otherwise, 1,000 or 2,000 people, they said, "Oh, we want our land." They can't simply say. If they have got the distinct area, land, they also have their distinct culture, let them also get what is right, because that is not breaking up the country. That is, in fact, better organizing the country. You look at the creation of Telangana, all those things,
You think not even the youth can change the situation? Maybe they can forget the past and they can have a forward approach.
No,
Which
this is a total ethnic cleansing today. Whether the bombs at Nagasaki or Hiroshima is there, the pain is there, but they decided to go. The Holocaust exists, and the Jews, they still remember the pain The situation where you've been driven out from your homes, the situation where your houses are burned, all the material possessions are being reduced to ashes, where your sisters are raped, tortured, killed, young boys, young kids burned alive. That is not going to go away ever. You see, for the past so many years, the hills and the valley is totally different. Everything is concentrated in the valley. The hills, we don't have anything.
Yeah, but then they say something different that they want, because they are so much in population but they have smaller area, so they want so they want
Hey,
I mean both the communities have their own
Oh no!
opinions.
Everybody will have to say whatever they got to say,
Right.
but that's not the truth. Also, sometimes such war devastations bring something new, some new growth, new changes. So I am hopeful that something wonderful is going to happen for us, for them, for the country. So the politicians at the center, they are better informed with the center than you and I, seeing the real ground situation and how it's impossible for us to live as one unit anymore. So let us grow and make India great. No, that's what I seriously believe, and that's what most people among us believe. And I pray to God that it happens. It has to happen for the sake of humanity.
Thank you for speaking with us, Mr. Lal. And I really hope, I mean, whatever is the solution, it should happen soon. I mean, it's already been 16 months, more than a year, and people are looking forward to, having a normal life again. So I really hope, whatever is the way, maybe it's administration, separate administration, or people again, forgetting the past and coming together. Whatever it is, I mean, there should be some strong solution for this. I really hope. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's nice
talking
to
us. Yeah.
have you tonight.
And the food is great. I mean, it's very different, and I like having local food. So thank you for inviting us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure having you here.